You know, and I just thought about this as we're talking. Elon has Trump's ear in a major way. And part of the reason he was so successful with Tesla is because so many people, their awareness and their wokeness about what fossil fuels were doing to the economy, people wanted to turn away from gas and things, carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide that was killing the ozone layer. Trump was like, screw that. Like, I'm putting people back to work, go mine for coals, and we're going to do it the old school way. These guys are sitting on opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of their ideals, how the earth moves forward. I don't even think Trump even acknowledges that global warming exists. Meanwhile, Elon became, I mean, he was already a billionaire, but he really became, you know, hundreds of billions of dollars because he tapped into the idea that Tesla, electric, we're saving the planet. And it's so interesting to me to think that, you know, these guys are now BFF.
Yeah, I think, but it's like, in order to save the planet and the whole global warming thing, like everybody would have to participate. Global warming isn't just reliant on America. You can go to India and see how they live and the global warming that they contribute. But just because every American has, you know, non-fossil fuel stuff, even though the plastics that are used to hold the compartments for the electronic batteries, you know, uses oil and fossil fuels. I don't think that if we all did that, we're going to magically like cure Earth and the whole global warming thing. It's going to take the entire world, if we're going to cure something, to participate. And getting India on board, getting, you know, all these other third world nations, and if you want to call them that, countries on board, would be quite a feat. You know, when they burn tires, piles and miles and tons of worth of rubber tires and diesel fuel, we're not changing that. We're not changing. Those Saudis are not going to relinquish their $1 trillion pockets because some guy across the water wants an electronic vehicle. That diesel is going to keep flowing. That oil is going to keep pumping. It's going to keep pumping. And I don't know, maybe he's trying to run off to Mars and terraform it, even though that cost effectively would like not be smart. If you can terraform a different planet, you could probably like redo something here. Why try to start something somewhere else when you could just fix what you already have here? You know, the man ain't God at the end of the day. God gave us this one planet for a reason. Probably should take care of it. It's like how we're trying to transfer consciousness. You get one body, you're like, I messed this one up, so I want to try to transfer my consciousness into a new fresh body and rebuild that. I don't know. It's too much for me.
It is, but it's the future, and it's something that we all gotta embrace, brother. Like,
that's
this
true,
future
yeah.
is scary as hell, Nick.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, like you know, and we're going down a whole different path. But you talking about transferring consciousness, many people are not even aware that this is real right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There are scientists working on ways that when this fleshly body that we live in goes back into the ground, our consciousness can be re-put into a fresh body, whether it be flesh and blood or a robot, and live forever. I mean, this technology is just insanity.
Exactly. It's insanity. I think, yeah, that's what we're heading to. Insanity. That's where I think we're heading to. Just pure insanity.
I mean, I don't know if you saw, but it just came out this week. Back in the days, prehistoric times, they had a woolly mammoth. Are you familiar with that?
Oh yeah.
That animal, it's kind of in the elephant family, and they just recreated in a lab their first woolly mammoth.
What?
Crazy.
See, yeah, I think man is starting to build that Tower of Babel, and we are starting to try to act to become like God. And I think that's where every great civilization always fails, is when you try to, it's the 48 laws of power. We're trying to outshine the master. Some people are. And I think once you do that, inevitably, we're going to be destroyed by it. I think that's going to be our greatest downfall. That's my personal belief. I don't see how being hooked up to a machine and doing all this stuff, it's beneficial. I mean, death happens for a reason. I don't know. It's the cycle of life.
No, it is the cycle of life, but it is man is curious, man is ambitious, and to your point, man has, for as long as man has been on the earth,
Killed himself.
killed himself. You're right. Trying to be God.
Yeah.